Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my review of episode 4 of Weymouth Youth Wrestling Gold Rush Tournament. I actually liked this episode a lot. I thought this episode was a lot better. I think I was able to enjoy it a little bit more than I did because I didn't have to like go review 1,000 WWE shows or anything like that. So I actually enjoyed this one a little bit more. And I'm just doing the review because there's some things I want to kind of clear up because there's some things on the live reactions that I didn't know that now I know. So I want to make sure that I kind of clear those things up. So I'm just gonna get right into it. What I like about Weymouth Youth Wrestling first is the intro. They kind of show you everything that happened the previous week. They showed you everybody who advanced in the tournaments the previous week. I thought that was a nice touch. Kind of is like a memory refresher from the previous episode. I'm assuming once they start doing more with like storylines and stuff like that, that's gonna help a lot. So I like that a lot. And I also I thought that was really cool. And also they kind of reminded us about every match that happened in the Gold Rush tournament thus far. I kind of wish they would have done that a little bit more. But I thought that I like the fact that they did it, that they saved it till the end, because this was pretty much the last 4 matches of the tournament. So yeah. Now, as much as I've talked about before, how I think it's still too early to be doing this type of stuff. Thinking about it now, since it's the last 4 matches of round 1, why not go all out? So I'm actually okay with that. I still think you should build up a finisher, because half of these guys you have seen here, you have technically never wrestled before, or at least anybody has seen before. So, but since this were the last 4 matches of the first round, I don't have as big of an issue with it as if I would when it's like match number 1 or whatever, and everything like that. So that's just a little stuff there. I'm trying to remember if there was anything that kicked off the show before the first match. I don't think there was, so I'm just gonna get right into the match. Pretty much every match was a Falls Count Anywhere Extreme Rules match in the WIW Gold Rush tournament. This was the end of round 1. All these 4 matches. We had Jonathan Caterer. I probably messed up his name. I don't have any notes in front of me because I didn't really plan on doing a review. But we had Jonathan Caterer and Nathan Farrar on commentary for this show. And we had the first match on the show. It was Mark Young versus Chris Dodd. And, Mark Young was someone they were building up in this tournament because he was like a big heel. He had taken out Michael X prior to this tournament. So he was someone that they were really building up. I liked the way he came out and was aggressive in this match. Chris Dodd was somebody that they built up as like an amateur athlete, so I liked that. Not gonna lie, I spent a lot of this match trolling, so I probably should have went back and watched the match again. But I probably had too much fun watching this match than what I did. The match I still thought was really good. I thought the match was executed very well. I actually thought, Chris Dodd wrestled the way he should wrestle. Mark Young wrestled the way he should wrestle. And yeah, I liked that stuff. I like that they both kept going for submissions and stuff, really trying to win their first ever WIW championship. And the finish eventually comes when Corey dangerously comes out and attacks Chris Dodd, lays him out with like a Brain Buster. I don't think that's the name of the move, and then Mark Young puts Chris Dodd in the Walls of Jericho, or the Boston Crab, and makes what's his name tap out. Chris Dodd, it makes Chris Dodd tap out. So Chris Dodd gets out of the tournament, and he was screwed. The tie-in was that Mark Young and Chris Dodd, Mark Young and Corey Dangerously are friends, so that was kind of the tie-in here. I actually like that a lot. So I actually like that they had that be the stipulation, be the end of the matchup. So yeah, I thought that was actually nice. The match I thought was really good. They had some nice high spots in the match. Obviously there was some things that got messed up that was kind of out of the guy's control because it's WWE 2K14 deciding to be WWE 2K14. But I thought the match, was a really nice match. If I had to rate the match, I rated it a 4-star match just because of the epic trollness I had of watching it. But it probably was like a 3.5-star match or something. So yeah, that's just kind of what I think. And then backstage, Jim Cornette or James Cornette, I don't really remember what they call him on this show. Jonathan Brady and Owen Finch, have no clue who that is. So, are backstage, and Owen Finch and Jonathan Brady are friends with Chris Dodd, so they're upset that he was screwed out of the tournament. So Jim's Cornette, so Owen Finch wants something done about it. So Jim Cornette makes it so that anybody that's signed with WIW will be fired if they help anybody else win. If there's any more interference, whoever interferes is fired. That's under contract. And if the guy, if the person that they're helping to win wins, then they're automatically pulled from the tournament. So I kind of like that they added that stipulation. The audio was very messed up when I heard it at first. So yeah. So I didn't really know what was going on. So in the live reactions, you're kind of gonna see what's going on. But it is what it is. Then we had the next match. It was Jason G versus Dave Foley. This really wasn't my type of wrestling match. It was just mainly a spot fest. And I'm not really a huge fan of those type of wrestling matches. This is just a type of hardcore wrestling stuff, just for the sake of doing hardcore wrestling stuff. Not my flavor. I'm just not a huge fan of hardcore wrestling, so this was kind of one of those cases where it was just that. It was getting to be too much. I believe Dave Foley hit 3 tombstones in this match, one on the floor, and Jason G kept kicked out of 3 of them. That was kind of way too much. I think he hit 4 actually, so that was way too much for me. But I think Jason G won. Not gonna lie, I don't really remember because I have zoned this match out of my life. So then Corey Dangerously, I don't remember if this had happened yet, is backstage with Jim Cornette, and he's upset that he can't have anybody interfere, but he said he's gonna prove to Jim Cornette that he can win without any help. Which I actually like that he did that because that actually makes him look like a strong heel. And then later on in the night, we had the match between Corey Dangerously and John something. I knew I was going to mess up. John Gray. And I like the build up to that match. They both kind of came from a tough past where they were both in prison and stuff. And they both had to overcome that adversity. But they both took different tactics and used different ways to do it. I like the build-up for the match. What didn't really make a whole lot of sense was in the build-up, I guess he ran over one of his friends with a truck and he's still alive somehow. That didn't really make a whole lot of sense. I love the match. I thought it was really good. And Corey Dangerously won. I'm not really going to go into any spots or anything like that. But, yeah, Corey Dangerously won. He hit his finisher, a DDT or something. I think that, and they were building up this finisher so much. I think he should have. John Gray should have just stayed down after that, but whatever. It made sense for Corey Dangerously to win because of everything they had done with him earlier in the night. I don't really know where they're gonna go with Corey Dangerously. I actually like the Corey Dangerously character, so I think it's great. And then obviously we had Owen Finch versus Kyle Weaver. This was Battle of the Luchadors, Battle of the Underdogs. So, I like this match. I'm trying not. I don't really want to put it over too much because I'm obviously Owen Finch, and I don't really want to put my own match over. So, but I really liked the match. It was probably my favorite match. And Kyle Dangerously won. Not Kyle Dangerously. Kyle Weaver won with a sunset flip powerbomb off the ladder. And Owen Finch's neck caught the apron, which would kill somebody in real life, but whatever. and Kyle Weaver got the pinfall victory and won. And afterwards, Owen, Finch, and Kyle Weaver shook hands. And yeah, I thought that was really good. And that was pretty much the WIW show. I know it wasn't like the best review ever, but everything. If you want like a fully know what I thought spot for spot of each match, you could just check out the live reactions. I actually really liked this show. I thought it was a good way to kind of close off round 1 of the tournament, and I really liked this show. I thought this was, and I actually thought they tried to utilize some realistic stuff within this, and yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much my review. I thought this was a really good show. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please make sure you guys like, comment, and share this video for more comments, and do the subscribing and everything. And that's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.